But Tarik, I mean, as good as Zach Wheeler has been, and he's been tremendous, Skubal's been even better. And Tarik leads the league in winning percentage, ERA, WHIP, fewest walks per 9 innings, and strikeouts per 9 innings.
Skubal's kind of been off on an island, preparing himself for these big moments, almost under the surface. Strike 3, but everybody in Major League Baseball knows Tarik Skubal's name now.
Absolutely, and look at that. I just saw what Zach Wheeler did. You know what? And I'm going to come right at you and right out of the chute, 98, right down the middle. Just challenges them. But the biggest thing about Tarik Skubal and why he can do that is because he's constantly throwing strike one and constantly ahead in the count.
First pitch here. That's strike 1. It's a slider to Kyle Schwarber, and it will be really intriguing to draw our attention to how he pitches these lefties back to back.
And I kept thinking about that slider too today, because he doesn't throw a great deal of them, but how is he going to incorporate it? Starts him off with one and gets ahead. Again, nothing new. Throws that first pitch strike.
Lefties, for the most part, see fastballs from Skubal. Like that one, strike 3. Every out in the game so far, 5 deep, is a strikeout.
I mean, this is just good morning, good afternoon, good night. I mean, just 3 pitches. I mean, he is not going to be shy about throwing strikes and challenging these hitters.
No, he's not. Changeup does in Real Muto. The 9th game this year with 6 strikeouts in the first inning. 2-2 changeup, swing and a miss. Strike 3. Whiff rate right about now for the game is 50% for Philadelphia.
And that's the thing about, coming into this inning, he had struck out the side and only threw 14 pitches in the first inning. And that's given up a base hit also. But you know what? If you're right down the middle, these big league hitters are going to hit it. So you can have great stuff, but you got to skirt the edges like that. And that's what makes it so hard to hit.
I mean, how about that delivery and how he disguises the changeup?
It's that throwing the glove, first of all. He throws that glove out there, so it's right up in your face immediately, and then the arm follows. 98.
Right back to the fastball, changeup, fastball, they are lookalikes, and you have no chance. Those last 2 pitches are Skubal in a nutshell.
But and that's the thing, is that all the stats that you were talking about on the whiff rate, this microscopic slug and chase rate on that changeup, and you got to protect against that changeup, and then how do you deal with 98? I mean, you're thinking, I got that changeup coming. I'm going to try to sit on it, maybe try to poke it into right, something like that. And then before you know it, you blink, it's by you.
But it's the arm swing, it's the release point, it's the whole mechanic of it. It's the entire operation that leads to just indecision and confusion.
Yeah, I mean, that, straight over the top. He doesn't have that big extension, that we've talked about so often. But it's just, I just look at that right arm, that glove right up there, kind of almost like a, oh my goodness, just see, boom, boom, boom.
This
Gone.
is surgery. One and two. Little tapper is the most contact we've seen today for Philadelphia. That's the first non-strikeout out. One away. Edmundo Sosa leads the Phillies in exit velocity so far.
I just really, you watch Dylan Dingler, how he goes about this ball too, and it looks to me like he pushes it right into the ground, so he's not going to fumble it. He kind of grabs it on top, pushes it down, so it goes right up into his fingertips. I can challenge it with 98 right down the middle.
Check swing, he went, and he's gone. Tarik Skubal, 7 strikeouts here in the 4th.
Sometimes they might hit it, but most of the time, because of the sheer velocity and the movement that's coming, it's going to be very difficult. So you end up fouling it back, and then he just...
Of sliders from Skubal to this point. First pitch, odd bounce. Tarik has to fight with it and then rip it to Skubal, who gets over there. I mean, that was like Laurie John Jones' billiard shot from Castellanos. That spin was ridiculous. Harrison Bader coming up with one away, and Skubal just laid waste to him. This was a Tarik Skubal museum piece last time up.
Yeah, that at-bat just started him off with that fastball on the inside part of the plate, change-up on the outside part of the plate, change-up on the inside part of the plate, gets him looking at that change-up, and then blows it. Torque stabbed it like a fork, right?
And there is yet another strikeout for Tarik Skubal. That is number 8 today.
Yeah, went back to the changeup. Again, sped him up at that last at-bat, and then back to the wiffle ball changeup. That movement that comes out of that hand and then just goes directly left.
I was taken aback because Spencer Torkelson's an Arizona State Sun Devil. Their catchphrase is forks up.
Yep.
Because they have the pitch fork.
Yep.
So you saying Torque had the fork was very full circle for the folks in Tempe. It's 0-2 again. Don't blink. I mean, this is as quickly as Skubal puts you into defensive mode as a hitter. Then you have to use the timeout. And he's got ownership of the at-bat.
He does. I mean, but it's just constant pressure. And, I mean, anybody can work fast, but work fast with this arsenal?
0-2, farewell. 9 pitches for Skubal. Our Comerica Bank game summary, Dan. Tarik Skubal.
Well, 9 strikeouts so far, 3 of them on that wicked changeup, but this is the pitch that he has just excelled with today. He's just got them looking for that changeup and then reaching back and keeps pumping those four-seam and sinkers by.
1-2 coming. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Tarik Skubal woke up this morning feeling fine.
And just flip a coin on which one he wants to throw. You know, well, but you know, these last change-ups that he's thrown, he's gotten in that real good groove. Exactly how they were going to pitch to Schwarber, who's very dangerous up there.
In the air, third base side. Green is over. Riley slides. Riley Green made the catch. Come on. Riley Green, more aerodynamic without the mustache. Gets all grimy to finish the inning.
Oh, my goodness. Never a dull moment when he's playing defense. Sliding into third, glove open. What a play, Riley Green. Kyle Schwarber can't believe it. And neither can Tarik Skubal as he walks back to end the 6th.
1-2. There's a ground ball to third. McKinstry gets around it, unloads to first, and Torque gets out of the way. 3 runs for Philly. The lead still with the Tigers after 7.